All right, y'all, we got a 1972 Buick Centurion today. If this is your first time here, we take you all around the car. We do a test drive. We lift it on the rack so you can see underneath it, and then we go around the exterior and the interior. We try to show all the major things, anything that we can see. Obviously, everything can't be shown on video, so if you need a FaceTime, call us at 256-801-4409. But let's go ahead and get into it. So like I said, we got a 1972 Buick Centurion. I already have it on the rack, so that's why I'm shooting it here. It's just easier for me to lift it up and then go from there. Beautiful bright red color. People love it. Front looks good. I'm gonna go down the passenger side first. Got a little bit of a mark right here. That looks like paint transfer, something that'll buff out. Paint's in pretty good condition. Appears to be original, but I can't say for sure because these stripes look new. So hard to tell if it's just been babied or maybe it got a repaint like in the early 2000s. Moving down the passenger door looks pretty solid. I didn't see any dents or anything that I needed to point out. Same as we go ahead and move on back down the quarter panel. Looks pretty solid. I don't have anything that I need to point out there. Top does work. It's in excellent condition. You'll see that towards the end of the video like I normally do. Good trunk. Funny thing, I wish somebody in the comments would tell me, because every Centurion that we get, 71, 72, 73, the 3 years, it's always something different. And I don't know if this is a dealer installed or a customer thing, but they always got different trunk latches. They either got like the nice little rectangular one, they have nothing, or they have like how the hood is with the helmet there. So it's my first time seeing this one, and I think it's dope. Maybe somebody can tell me where that one came from. Rear of the vehicle looks good. Tail lights look solid. Bumper looks good. Impact strips intact. Once I lift the car up, we'll look at the chrome underneath. On the driver's side, I did notice a dent right here. Might be hard to pick up on camera. There we go. You can see where the light changes right there. So we got a little bit of a dent right there. I'm gonna keep moving around. Oh, I forgot. 22-inch chromes with the red line Vogues. Always look right on these slab style vehicles. A little bit of a discoloration, maybe a paint transfer issue there as well. No cracks or rock chips in the windshield. Let me pop this hood as I'm moving up here. As you see, beautiful interior. You guys will see that in a moment. A little bit tight over here. This is the emblem I was talking about that I sometimes see on the trunk. Like it just pushes in with 2 screws behind it. Front bumper looks good. I don't see any rust or any pitting. I believe this is a 455 car. Let me get this. Yeah, 455 big block car, AC, power brakes, power steering. Looks like the master cylinder slash booster has been replaced. Everything else appears to be stock for the most part. Let's go ahead and check out this trunk. Only 2 keys this time, so I ain't got to get it confused. Oh, I forgot to put these on. So trunk is clean, nothing here. I forgot to put these parade boots on. I love the hard top ones, and kind of weird that these are white. I get it, the top is white, so you put it on, but the interior is black. So I kind of wish these would have been painted black. But nonetheless, it is always hard to find these because they're not remanufactured. You basically just got the OG one. So super dope though. So you do have the parade boot, the hard top parade boot. For those that don't know, it's a parade boot because you can sit on top of it as you're driving through parades. Pretty simple name, but pretty cool. Interior, black interior. Let me open this up. Beautiful seats. No rips, no tears, and no discoloration. Carpet looks solid as well. You got a little bit of discoloration over the trans tunnel, to be expected with black carpet. Seats again are in excellent condition. I don't even have any wear patterns to point out on the passenger side. Dash is excellent. We have no cracks, no warping, and the same on these door panels. No cracks, no warping. Looks like the weather seals have been replaced. I'm not 100% sure though. Let's get on over to the driver's side. Very nice. Like I said, nothing to point out. All the interior is beautiful. I mean, new carpet would really set this over the edge, but I don't think that's something that's like in a rush to do by any means. Mileage reads 73,471. Give me a moment. I'm gonna lift this up. I'm gonna do the rack first and then take it on the test drive. So give me a second. All right, rear bumper does look good on the Centurion. Could use a little bit of a polish because it's got like some watermarks, but I don't have no peeling or pitting or anything like that. Our frame extensions look good. Nothing to worry about there. Trunk pans, gas tank. Exhaust has clearly been done at some point in time. Drums. Oh, the drums have been done. I can tell that those hats are new. So, no rear end. Everything else appears to be completely stock. Nothing to show you up in there. Actually, only this part of the exhaust has been done, and then the muffler. So, got your two-face thing going on. Going down the passenger side, frame's nice and straight, just as you expect. Pans look good underneath. Nothing that I can point out from underneath. Nothing to show there. Driver side, frame's nice and straight, and pans are solid as well here. I think this one's had a pan dropped in, or they just added some more seam sealer in. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure, but solid either way. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. Both of these are bone dry. Disc brakes up in the front. It's got a new starter somebody placed on there. That's it though. Everything else appears to be stock. No crazy modifications. Front bumper looks good. You got your normal scratch marks going up driveways and things like that, but that's underneath. Chrome itself looks good, as well as the impact strips coming around the passenger side. Wheels and tires are new, so we don't need to focus on that. And again, there are some love marks here and there on the vehicle. So don't see any bubbling, no, or take that back. A little bit of bubbling right here on this passenger side. Nothing on the quarter panel. Quarter panel looks solid. And coming down the driver's side, more the same. Quarters look solid. No bubbling back here. Actually, a little tiny bit right there. Normal on these particular years. So, pretty solid. Let me drop. All right, y'all, we gotta fire her up. This is a cold start, so fired right up. Let her idle for a second. 73,471 on the odometer. I'm gonna go ahead and let the top up just so you guys can actually see it. And I'm probably gonna leave it up because it might be end up sprinkling. It's been raining all day. Top has pretty decent speed. Nothing I would complain about personally. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. I know this is supposed to be white. I'm gonna call it off-white because that's just how they look after years. This has clearly been replaced at some point in time, but no rips, no tears. She looks pretty solid. Let me go ahead and I gotta put you down for 1 second because I gotta lock one of these. All right. Sorry about that, but I had to lock one side. You can do one side with one hand, but the other side kind of got to have a little bit of pressure. So we got the top up. Like I said, it's been raining all day, so. Window. Whoops. Window. Good there. Let me see. I think we're gonna have to fix this light switch. There we go. Light switch is on. This knob came off as I pulled it. I'm gonna see if we can glue it, but no promises there. Wiper's good. AC is on. And she's blowing cold, so solid AC. Sometimes I'll be surprised when they blow that strong because they 50 years old. Horn works. Door unlock does not work. Left turn, right turn. I don't even know how to use this radio, I ain't gonna lie. Let's just say no on the, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna say no on the radio. It's getting power. Wait, oh, I think the power antenna is working as well. So you see it going down and up. So we're good there. All right, but I don't have any sound or anything, so let's just say the radio don't work. Let's go ahead, back her up, take her on this little quick test drive. I don't know why I turned this. I could have just backed up, but it don't matter. All about your driving skills. Check this out. You about to leave? What'd you need?
The driver's on the phone. King saw. You already talked to them this morning. They talking about some, they don't want to deposit the check that we just gave them because of our account, and they want us to Zelle them the money.
All right, give me like 2 minutes. They can wait.
You have to mute that part.
They'll be all right. So as you see, it's always something going on. I don't just record videos. I have a whole bunch of other job responsibilities here that I'm not gonna get into. So, but either way, let's go ahead and give her a drive. Let's see. Speedometer is coming up. Tank reads half full. If you guys are familiar with me and gas tanks, I don't believe any of them unless I've actually installed them myself. And I mean, rather it's a new sending unit or a whole new in-tank system. I know that's crazy to say, but you're talking about 50-year-old vehicles that back in the day, they floated anyway. So yes, they do need to be new. Alignment is off a little bit. I can tell already. She's not pulling or anything, but when I was tracking straight, I could see that the wheel was turned, as you can see now. Hands off the wheel. Let me get her straight. She's tracking straight, but the wheel is turned, so no issues there. I don't have any belt squeal or anything like that. The windows are not rattling in the doors. I am going to go ahead and turn around here because at 4 o'clock, this is the time when everybody starts getting off work and start being all these semi trucks and stuff. So I'm just bust around here. It's a little lumpy parking lot, but you can hear the wheels are not scrubbing or bottoming out. That's me just turning the wheel a little bit. Suspension feels solid, no issues there. That's not me, that's the truck with the brakes up ahead. Suspension's not bottoming out, brakes feel solid. Again, speedometer is working. The first 2 shifts were smooth. This is a cruising car. This ain't no car that you're gonna be racing anybody in anyway. Top is a little bit squeaky. Like every bump I hit, I got a little bit of squeak right there. So I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's like right here. So not sure if it's just because of how tight it is or what, but that's the only noise I'm hearing. Other than that, I really don't have any issues. So like I said, I know it's a short test drive. It's what we do. I can't just be going cruising through the city in a classic car. So if you're interested, just give us a call, 256-801-4409. Hopefully I'll have this uploaded in the next 10 minutes.